Welcome back to another episode of the JC Build Series. As you can see, we've made a lot of progress since the last video. So we officially have the building up, which is a big milestone in the construction progress and in my mind. The next thing that we got going on is they're doing what they call detailing out the building. It's basically just adding the extra bracings, the purlings that go on the side of the building. It is currently Monday, April 13th, so later this week they'll be delivering the side panels, and they're insulated metal panels, and it will kind of box everything in. Once that happens, the roof is being delivered, and the roof should go on in a few days, and then we're officially what they call in the dry, and weather is no longer as much of a factor at that point. The only thing that will be open will be the front facade, because it has to be have some shop drawings done for it, because it'll be laid up in board and batten and brick. Once the building is under roof, then we'll go up with the mezzanine and or the second level. And then after that, it's really just detailing and finishing out the inside. And at that point, it would basically have, where my mind is right now with timelines, about 5-6 months to finish out the inside. So that's where we're at. Hopefully next time that I bring you here on the site, more than likely it will be boxed in with the insulated metal panels and probably even have a roof on it. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see you in Elizabethton. Obviously, last video wasn't the most positive, but to be honest with you, I wasn't in the most positive of a mindset. And I'm trying to keep it real with you guys, trying to really show you what it's like to do this. And it's not easy. There is nothing about this process that has been easy. From the ground up, talking about annexing the property, it's been a complete and total pain. It has not been easy whatsoever. And I'm hoping that the majority of the issues that I was having are a thing of the past. I'm not saying that there won't be more, because I'm sure there will be, but the major delays, I'm hoping that is kind of in the past. And this has been the toughest thing that I've ever had to do. And I think that, it'll all be worth it. I sure do hope so, because I have put a lot of effort into this. And I'm just excited for you all to see the final results and the creation. But obviously, that's the whole reason why we wanted to do this series, is to show you the raw behind the scenes of what it is to build a gym like this from scratch. And it would have been a lot easier for me to just buy a building and throw some equipment in it. I'd already had it open by now, but it wouldn't have been the same. It would have not hit the same, to be honest with you. But more specifically, what was going wrong is, the foundation situation. We ran into a lot of rock that caused a lot of time and obviously a lot of money. You've seen clips and pictures in the past of huge boulders. So obviously that took time to get that out, which that alone set us back honestly about 2 months. But part of the reason why that took so long is because the hammer wasn't working properly. So that made it even worse. And it wasn't until about 4 weeks in that it was realized that the hammer was not working correctly. So that sucks. And then the foundation of this building wasn't just digging a normal footer like you would see from a house or for a garage or anything like that. There was literally multiple levels to it, and it was very complicated. It had several piers that had to be a certain height of concrete underneath it. There was 2 levels of piers. You can go back and watch the videos. Saw the main pier that was poured, and then another cylinder looking pier, and then the concrete slab after that. And so yes, it was very complicated, but it was done probably the worst way possible and the most complicated way possible. And it just cost me time. And like I said in the last video, it makes me sick thinking about it. But you can't dwell on that, because if I just sit around and dwell on that, I'll go crazy. And I just have to keep telling myself it's all worth it and continue to move forward. Speaking of move forward, obviously from the last clips of us just being over there, where we're at. We've got the building going up. Should have some siding going on soon. And then shortly after that will be the roof. I have what they call a strict schedule now. So this is a schedule that a contractor has to stick to in order not to be liable for falling behind. So I should be more accurate with my predictions now, by being able to tell you that by the first or second week of May, the roof will start going on. And then that's when, weather no longer becomes as big of a factor, because all the work that's left is essentially on the inside and you're out of the weather, and that's gonna help a lot with progress. Just like the building went up fast, the interior framing will go fast because there's only about 3,500 square feet of it. The rest of it's just huge open space like what you see in here. That's something that could be done in a matter of weeks. I anticipate things to slow down a little bit when it comes to the subcontractor work, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, just because that work is very meticulous and it's a big job for any electrical, plumbing, or mechanical company. So that's when things will start slowing down. But the good news is while plumbers and electricians are working, interior walls could be going up, drywall could be going up, we could be painting the interior beams black. A lot of things could be going on while simultaneously trying to finish out the parking lot, the front facade. A lot of things can be going on at once, even though those particular things are slower than the others, if that makes sense. Hopefully in the next video, we will be inside of a shell. I was right about my last prediction. I said there was gonna be steel, and there was. So next time that we see you on the next video, I'll give you some more updates. But until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.